This is a shopping hack that I have done to really help me get certain releases really fast, and the best part is that I got this for 50% off. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, we are going to be discussing 8 instant ways to shop smarter for makeup. These hacks are hacks that I figured out to help you invest your money wisely in the high-end category, and these hacks are going to do just that. You're going to save money, you're going to save time. I'm going to tell you what's what when it comes to purchasing high-end and luxury makeup, and the best ways to do that so that you can shop smarter, not harder. Now let's get on to the first hack, which I think you guys are really going to appreciate. Now, the first way to shop smarter is actually waiting for PAT MCGRATH Labs sales. The brand I'm talking about is PAT MCGRATH Labs. This is an ultra luxury brand. She makes some of the best eyeshadow palettes ever. If you've ever seen palettes looking like this is the work of PAT MCGRATH. She is a world-renowned makeup artist. My hack for the first way to instantly shop better is to actually wait until she has a sale. She will have sales on her website that will be up to 30% off of these eyeshadow palettes. And the good thing is that there's often codes circling around the internet that can make you save even more. I did this trick just this past holiday when she did her 30% off site-wide. I'm pretty sure there was very few exclusions, and I actually purchased this palette that I had my eye on for such a long time. It is the Mothership Sublime palette. Beautiful, beautiful formulations, and the best part is that I got this for 50% off. I was able to find another 20% off coupon code on top of the 30%, and for whatever reason, it worked out. These palettes normally are 125 American dollars, so do wait, if you can, that is, to the sale time when you can get a crazy savings. This is better than Sephora's VIB sale. She does this a couple times a year, notoriously. This is very consistent, so if you can wait, it will be worth it. Tip number 2 for how to shop smarter for high-end and luxury makeup actually revolves around Charlotte Tilbury. This is a hack that I found a couple of years ago, and she does like to do some very highly amped up campaigns. It gets me every time. I feel like I need basically everything she sells. For 24 hours only, you can get this palette. It is on my website right now, 24 hours only, that's it. And then she pushes it out a couple of days or weeks later anyway. Really, this is just to ignite our FOMO, to really make us want to buy those palettes right when they drop. But the reality is this is a tactic. So if you don't have the money right now, you don't want to spend it, you want to wait for reviews, you absolutely can. This isn't going to be the only time to purchase that palette. I have seen this the majority of the time when she launches her holiday palette. She'll talk about this on her Instagram stories, 24 hours only, here is my holiday palette, it looks beautiful, but don't you dare fall for it. Don't you dare, because it's going to be released later. She will want to sell you that palette. If you can't afford it and you don't want it at that point, you can definitely wait. It will be available later. Hack number 3 is actually related to NATASHA Denona. Now there's quite a few of you guys that have actually had the exact same experience as me. So this is just a quick little shopping hack to shop smarter, not harder, and it does revolve around shopping from her specific website. I would highly, highly encourage you to buy NATASHA Denona products from Sephora or from Beautylish, any reputable retailer outside of her website. And here's why I say that. She had a Boxing Day event and I was super excited for it. I wanted to get her 2 28-pan palettes. What happened was I got multiple charges on my credit card, multiple orders, a huge mix-up. Site wasn't loading, site was crashing. It was literally a colossal disaster. And for such a big brand, this was something I was kind of disappointed in. Not only that, eventually everything managed to settle, but once I received the palette, as a Canadian, I got slammed with a $75 customs charge on top of that. Yes, it was a good deal, but I did end up paying a heck of a lot more when it arrived at my home. So especially if you are Canadian, make sure that that deal is worth it. I personally think that shopping smarter for NATASHA Denona means just avoiding the website while she's kind of fixing some stuff up, and hopefully when she's updated it to handle traffic, then it'll be okay to shop there, but definitely shop elsewhere for now. Tip number 4 is to get a retailer with the best return policy as possible. And this is just for a kind of like insurance policy. What if you get the wrong shade of something? Or what if you don't like the quality of something? I am well aware that Canadians and Americans for sure, I'm not sure about other places, but we are able to have our pick when it comes to which retailer we can buy from. And that's a huge blessing. I do think it's wise to shop at a retailer for myself, like Sephora Canada, where they do have an exceptional return policy just in case. Personally in Canada, one retailer that I try to avoid is Holt Renfrew because that is one that I cannot make any returns on. If I buy a foundation from there, it's not the right shade, I'm stuck with it. And this is something that I know other people have to deal with in other countries, which, oh, it's just so sad because I do want this for everybody. Make sure that you shop with the best retailer that offers the best return policy in your area because you just never know. For those of you that do live in other countries that do not have access to really good return policies for makeup, I have a tip for you coming up later on in the video. Tip number 5 is actually a hack that I found out really helps me from making mistakes and buying stuff left, right, and center without realizing like, whoa, do I actually want this? Or is it just that somebody talked about it to me one time and it just sparked an interest? So this is actually specific to Sephora. If you have an account with Sephora, you will be able to save items onto a Loves tab. If I find I have FOMO, I'm adding something to my cart and I'm just about to check out and I'm kind of like, oh, should I do this? Should I not? I have a little bit of doubt. I buy myself some time and I put it into my Loves tab. This actually removes it out of my cart, so out of sight, out of mind, first of all. Secondly, I can go access that Loves tab when they're having a VIB sale, which happens at least twice a year, and I can then review all of the saved items from my Loves tab and see if I actually still want it. Or even if you just want to give yourself a week to see if you're still that interested in that product. I've often saved myself tons of money by actually going to the Loves tab during a VIB sale, seeing things I thought I could not live without, and I'm like, yeah, I definitely could because I'd never thought about it since. Let's talk about tip number 6. And tip number 6 is actually applying as well to my gals that are overseas that don't have really strong return policies for makeup. Wait for reviews from trusted people before you buy an item that you are unsure about. Especially when you have some trust with some content creators here on YouTube, make sure that you are watching people that you trust, of course, because this whole point would be void otherwise. People that will actually give an honest experience on a product that you have your eye on is a key factor, I think, in really avoiding that regret after the fact. Because if you have similar tastes, similar style to somebody that you watch, so for instance, for me, if you like high-end makeup, if you like glowy skin, if you like medium coverage, if you like more so creamy versus matte, that's me. That's my preferences. And I honestly give you guys my feedback, as much hate as it will give me or not. It just sucks when you waste your money in general, but having to waste 100 versus 20 is a big deal. So that's why I do what I do, and you need to find people that you can trust to give those reviews for you, especially for those of us in Europe that don't have the access to those return policies. It will greatly reduce that risk of regret. Tip number 6 is a juicy one, and it's one that I actually posted on my Instagram stories recently because Sephora is now running this once again, and this is something that is a trap. Oh, it is such a trap. I hate this so much. Love Sephora, hate this idea. That is the Sephora sweepstakes. They have run this now at least for 2 years, if not longer than that. Basically, you can trade in your points for a chance to win $25,000. Their point system isn't very good anyway. I'm gonna be totally honest. Sephora is one that really needs to up that point system. I haven't even seen the Rouge reward anymore. That was such a good one, and I haven't seen it return, so maybe it's gone. But this sweepstakes thing is the biggest waste of your points, in my opinion. It's very similar to winning the lottery. This is essentially throwing your points away. Right now, you can apply 500 points for $10 off a purchase, which in my opinion isn't the best. This isn't the best at all, but this is actually money off. Like, this is actually cash. The other thing is that Sephora didn't even announce last year, as far as I understand it. Let me know if you saw this and I missed it. They didn't even announce winners last time. Like, how are we supposed to know that this was actually money that was given away to somebody? I mean, we just have to trust. Hopefully people won, but nobody knew that winners were actually drawn. So it's a really easy way to waste your points on something. Keep them around because $10 off is still something. I hate when they do this. It's terrible. All right, guys, tip number 8 is actually a tip that I personally use and have used for quite some time on my channel. And this hack is going to allow you to order exclusive American inventory as a Canadian or vice versa. If you are in America and you want something from Canada, there's also a company that I've come across that you can also order stuff from the UK. And this tip is all about parcel forwarding services. So what I mean by this is that I am able to get American inventory sent to a parcel business that actually collects it on behalf of me, and then I can go down over the border to pick it up. Just so you guys know, this incurs extra fees. It will, because most businesses will charge you a flat rate per box, no matter how big it is. So the one that I use is $5 for every box that they store. The second thing is that you have your fuel to get over the border to this parcel service, so make it count. Now, right now, the borders are closed because of our situation right now, but when the borders are open, this is amazing for me because I only live an hour away. So I can actually shop smarter, not harder, because I'm not risking buying this product from Amazon or eBay and buying a fake, potentially. If you do not live within driving distance from the border, there also is a company called Reship, and I actually have used them myself, but Reship is one that actually has a depot in Canada, a depot in the US, and a depot in the UK. So this is the one where you can access UK inventory, US inventory, and Canadian inventory. The thing is that they will charge you a storage fee, and they will also charge you for delivery to your house. That is something that they physically forward it over to your address in whichever country you are in. This is typically something that you would do for an exclusive product that you can't get. I'm thinking this is a once in a while kind of thing. You don't want to buy a fake. I would much rather that you pay a little bit extra to get these services, but to make sure that you have an authentic product. This is a shopping hack that I have done to really help me get certain releases really fast, especially releases that aren't accessible in the Canadian inventory. If you have a hack when it comes to shopping for high-end and luxury makeup, I would love to know it, so do leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and until my next one, guys, take care and stay safe. Bye, guys.